You want more? Then you must endure more. Endurance isn't an option. It isn't a temporary test. It is the lifestyle of the few who choose to win when most are satisfied losing quietly. Endurance isn't about pushing for a week or for a project. It's about pushing every single day, without applause, without shortcuts. Most people can sprint for a day. Many can even sustain discipline for a week. But endurance, real, lasting, stoic endurance, that's what separates the ordinary from the exceptional. That's what separates the noisemakers from the builders, the spectators from the winners. And you are not here to spectate. You are here to build something that lasts. You are here to forge something few people will understand because most are unwilling to pay the price that endurance demands. The price is everything that looks comfortable, soft, easy. It demands that you let go of the easy path, that you give up the idea of immediate reward. The stoic entrepreneur understands this better than anyone. Pain is not punishment, it's the pathway. Discomfort is not a signal to stop, it's a signal to keep going. Suffering is not a detour, it's the forge that creates clarity and strength. Every morning you rise early when you could sleep. You endure. Every evening you work longer when you could quit. You endure. Every distraction you resist, every temptation you reject, every routine you uphold when no one else is watching, you endure. That endurance builds a foundation stronger than anything luck or motivation could ever offer. While others are addicted to comfort, you're addicted to mastery. While others waste time scrolling, you spend time sharpening. While others seek quick dopamine, you seek long-term discipline. While others look for applause, you look for clarity. This is why you win. But as you endure, you must build. You must build your routines so they serve you even when you don't feel like working. You must build your clarity so it guides you even when fatigue clouds your thinking. You must build your discipline so that your standards remain high regardless of mood. Every moment of silent effort is a brick laid in the foundation of your freedom. While your peers complain about boredom, you understand boredom is the test. While the masses give up because results aren't immediate, you understand results come only to those who endure delay without losing enthusiasm. This is how separation happens, quietly, daily, relentlessly. Most will fail because they think endurance is something you only need during difficult seasons. But those who truly win understand. Endurance is every season. This is how you dominate. You endure through doubt. You endure through loneliness. You endure through fatigue. You endure through distractions. You endure even when you feel invisible. Every repetition matters. Every routine matters. Every sacrifice matters. You are not building for the applause. You are building for the freedom that comes only to those who can suffer silently, patiently, persistently. This mindset is your weapon. While others look for reasons to stop, you look for reasons to continue. While others look for hacks, you look for habits. While others wait for the perfect conditions, you act in imperfect conditions. This is why you win. Winning is not a moment. Winning is the byproduct of countless unseen hours. Winning is what happens when you endure the boredom of mastery, when you build systems that outlast your mood, when you refuse to take shortcuts even when no one would know. Your competitors will not understand why you're ahead, but you will know. You'll know you earned your freedom. You earned your clarity. You earned your empire. Because you endured. Because you built. Because you refused to quit when it was hard, boring, painful, slow, lonely. You showed up when motivation died. You acted when applause disappeared. That is why you win. So when you wake up tomorrow and your mind resists, you lean in. When fatigue creeps in, you smile because that is the environment where growth hides. When doubt whispers that it's okay to rest, you remember who you are building for, your future self, your legacy, your freedom. You are building something they will not understand, and that is fine. Let them stay confused while you stay consistent. Let them gossip while you grow. Let them watch from the sidelines while you take every shot. Miss some, learn from all, and return stronger. Endurance sharpens you in ways comfort never could. Endurance expands your threshold for pain and increases your threshold for power. The longer you endure, the more capacity you create for execution, for focus, for discipline. Every time you cross another mental limit, you reset what is possible for yourself. And here's the truth. The path is supposed to be hard. It's supposed to test your limits. It's supposed to filter out the weak and distracted. This is where you separate. While they flinch, you focus. While they collapse, you collect yourself. While they question, you execute. Each day you endure builds momentum, and momentum is a force even your fiercest competitors cannot match. So tomorrow when you return stronger. You stack another disciplined day on top of today. You build a wall of consistency so high, so wide, so unbreakable that no setback can penetrate it. Your life, your business, your empire, all of it is built on the back of your endurance. And that's why you will win. Endurance is just the beginning. To endure without building is to survive, but not thrive. Now you enter the phase that few even attempt. Building your empire patiently, methodically, deliberately, while still enduring the weight of doubt, boredom, fatigue, and the invisible resistance that meets every meaningful effort. Building is more than doing the work. It's doing the right work at the right time, consistently. It means setting standards so high that your daily actions naturally elevate above the average. While most people measure effort in bursts of inspiration, you must measure effort in sustained execution. You must build a system for your discipline, a structure that makes the right choices automatic, a process that protects you from distractions, a framework that prioritizes what truly matters. You must build discipline into your environment, the place you wake up to every day, the habits that shape your hours, the relationships that either sharpen or soften you. Every corner of your environment must support your mission. And you must build discipline into your mind, a mind that is resilient when things go wrong, a mind that can stay focused in chaos, a mind that thrives in repetition, thrives in silence, thrives in the deliberate pursuit of mastery. This is not about performing when conditions are perfect. This is about performing when conditions are far from perfect. The disciplined mind does not care whether it's Monday or Saturday. The disciplined mind does not care if the weather is bad or good. The disciplined mind does not care if anyone notices, likes, or applauds. That's how you separate. Your discipline becomes your freedom because it removes hesitation. It removes negotiation. It removes the energy drain of indecision. You simply do what needs to be done because it has become who you are. The Stoic entrepreneur understands this deeply. He doesn't wait to feel inspired. He doesn't wait for external validation. He simply builds, brick by brick, page by page, call by call, step by step. While others debate, he executes. While others hesitate, he acts. While others rationalize excuses, he rationalizes effort. Your competitors may appear busy, but most are busy with distraction. You stay busy with direction. This is why you will win. You are not just working harder, you are working with relentless focus. You are building systems that make consistency easier, that protect you from your weaker moments. And with every disciplined day, the gap widens. The separation increases. The distance between you and the average grows larger. That separation is your moat. That separation protects you when markets turn. That separation gives you room to maneuver when setbacks come. That separation creates optionality when others are constrained. While others fall back to average when conditions get tough, you stay strong because your foundation is built on discipline. You are creating a future where freedom is real, earned, and permanent. But this doesn't happen by accident. It happens because you continue to show up when it's boring. It happens because you continue to act when motivation is gone. It happens because you continue to care about the details that others ignore. Excellence is built in those details. The way you prepare, the way you review your work, the way you correct small errors before they become large ones. All of these details compound. The disciplined few don't just endure and build. They win because they care more deeply than the average person is willing to care. They stay longer in the uncomfortable zone. They last longer in repetition. They thrive longer in invisibility. This is your edge. While the average mind seeks entertainment, your mind seeks execution. While the average mind seeks escape, your mind seeks elevation. While the average mind chases shortcuts, your mind embraces the long way, because you know the long way is the only way that lasts. You have built your life for this. You have endured enough to know that discipline is your advantage. You have built enough to understand that winning is simply the reward for staying consistent longer than others can handle. When others question whether it's worth it, you are too busy doing the work to even notice. When others hesitate at the edge of discomfort, you have already crossed it. And so, your work compounds, your discipline compounds, your focus compounds, your momentum compounds. Every day you build, you add another layer of separation. Every decision to execute widens the distance between you and those who gave up long ago. This is why the final reward is not for the loudest, not for the flashiest, not for the most talented, but for the most disciplined. Your empire is being built every day you endure, and every day you choose to keep building. You've endured the early phases. You've built systems that most people will never understand. You've reached the part of the journey where most give up because the finish line is still out of sight and the work feels endless. But this is exactly where separation becomes permanent. This is where mastery is forged, not in the bursts of effort, but in the invisible seasons of relentless consistency. You don't need excitement anymore. You don't need applause. You don't need validation. You are driven by something deeper. Discipline refined through experience. A commitment that no external reward can match. A clarity that keeps your feet moving even when your mind tries to negotiate comfort. This is where your edge sharpens most, because this is where almost everyone else folds. While they look around, wondering why it's taking so long, you keep showing up. While they look for hacks and new distractions, you keep working on fundamentals. While they wait for external proof, you continue building internal strength. At this stage, your discipline has become automatic. Not effortless, but automatic. You've trained yourself to expect challenge and embrace difficulty as the signal that you are still on the right path. You've trained yourself to think clearly when others panic. You've trained yourself to act decisively when others hesitate. And you've trained yourself to finish what you start, regardless of how long it takes. That's why you will win. Your commitment doesn't end when you feel tired. It doesn't end when results delay. It doesn't end when motivation disappears. This is the discipline that frees you. Because true freedom is earned, never granted. You are free because you chose to endure. You are free because you chose to build carefully. You are free because you have created a life that no longer depends on fleeting moods or temporary circumstances. Your schedule isn't dictated by emotion anymore. Your focus isn't swayed by distraction. Your patience isn't shortened by doubt. You control what you can control. Your mind, your actions, your habits, your focus. That is where all power lives. In self-mastery. Most people will never experience this freedom because they confuse freedom with indulgence. They chase comfort and call it freedom. They avoid hard work and call it peace. They reject structure and call it liberation. But you know, real freedom is earned through structure, through endurance, through discipline. Every disciplined decision you've made has created this moment. And the work continues because mastery is not a finish line. Mastery is a mindset. It's not a goal you achieve once and walk away from. It's a way of living. You keep going because that's who you are now. Enduring is part of your identity. Building is part of your process. Winning is inevitable, but you don't chase it. You attract it by showing up consistently at a level few can maintain. And this is why the future belongs to you. You've outlasted temporary thinkers. You've outworked your old self. You've outdisciplined your competitors. Now you move forward with clarity. Keep building your systems. Keep protecting your routines. Keep raising your standards. Keep moving when no one notices. And when results appear, as they will, you'll know the truth. It wasn't random. It wasn't luck. It wasn't timing. It was discipline. It was focus. It was your refusal to settle when things got boring, lonely, hard, or slow. This is your life now, a life of deliberate action. This is your edge. You don't need perfect conditions. This is your freedom because you've earned it through patience and work. So tomorrow you will rise again. You'll start the day as you have so many times before, quietly, calmly, deliberately. You'll show up even when you don't feel like it. You'll execute even when no one's watching. And when the next challenge arrives, as it always does, you'll welcome it. Not because you enjoy suffering, but because you know suffering is where few people remain, and you are one of the few. You've proven it by enduring longer, by building better, by winning through discipline. This is your path. This is your advantage. This is your life. Endure, build, win.